Uh, yeah, well, this is gonna be an interesting stream for me. Um, Kind of a slightly terrifying one for me. It has been a very, very, very long time since I did any sort of live drawing. Uh, Probably not since high school. Um, and I don't know that I am necessarily a great artist per se, but hopefully you guys enjoy the journey of this. Um, yeah, you're catching my very first ever live drawing stream. So I'm gonna share with you guys now my plans actually moving forward for the stream in general. I've been kind of keeping it under wraps for a while because I wasn't quite ready to share it. But I'm really looking forward to it. It is an octopus actually. Yeah, actually it is an octopus. So if I were to show you a zoomed in version of it, you'd actually see that it is. I have a lot of work to do on it still to perfect this, but the idea is that um, the octopus is set in a Western setting. It's going to be wearing a kind of a cowboy hat, I think. I haven't decided whether I'm going to do the cowboy hat on its head. Um, oh, so I see what you're thinking about the lips. That's actually not lips. So if you were to look right underneath the eye, that's actually a scar. You can't really tell right now because it's not colored. This is a lot of it is just mocks. It's a mock-up. So like if I were to do that, let's see, does it actually show? Did it actually change it at all? I'm just curious. It's not really changing things, so I gotta figure out what's going on. Ah, here we go. I was like, why isn't it not changing the screens? Because things were down. So if you see, if I change the color of the scar to maybe like red, and then I changed it with like instead of having the whole thing be red, it'll be a scar that will be like running along there. I am gonna color it, yeah. I am gonna fully color it. But here's the thing. So I'm sketching this drawing right now in Procreate, which is an iPad app. And I'm going to be taking this and learning a new program called, or a new program to me called Fresco, which basically is a vectorization tool. Um, and so the vectorization tool will make it look far less squiggly lines and stuff like that because it'll be just clean drawing. I'm right now what I'm doing is I'm sketching out the overall layout that I want of the character. So for example, over in this area where I'm drawing, it's gonna be holding some sort of like poker cards. Um, and the idea for this drawing that I had in my head was an octopus is sitting at an old Western table, um, playing a game of cards when a fight breaks out and it's accused of cheating, and all the weapons are drawn. That's the idea for it. So I have a lot of work to do on it. It's gonna take some time to get done. Now, this is just one of my drawings that I'm working on. I think this one's just a fun little thing that I'm doing that I've had in my head for a while. I'm more interested in some of the drawings that I'm gonna have coming up after this one, and I think that will be more entertaining to watch in real time because it won't be this halfway finished product. It's not fully finished. I have a lot of coloring, a lot of shading to do with it. And adding a lot of like minor details like the suction cups and stuff like that over here. Um, my next drawing though, live on stream, is actually going to be the most interesting, which is going to be I'm taking pictures of clouds. I'm going to be taking pictures of clouds in the sky and probably having other people who come and visit the stream take pictures of clouds. And then I'm going to visualize. I'm actually going to visualize the drawing, or I'm going to visualize the cloud as one of the various characters. So for example, someone sends me a picture of a cloud, or if I take a picture of a cloud, that I'm like, oh yeah, I see a duck in that cloud. Or they say, oh yeah, when I was looking at this cloud, I saw it as like a shark. I'm going to try to visualize that as a cartoon version of it and draw the cloud as a cartooned character, basically, of whatever the idea is, whatever they saw. So let me see if I can show you an idea. It'll be hard for you to visualize, probably see, but it'll give you some context. I'm going to show you. I took a picture the other day of I want to back up my photos. So is it? I was just yeah. Okay. So this is a good example. So I'm gonna switch my screen here. Hopefully, phone will show. So you'll see here, I have a picture of a cloud that I took in the sky. And when I was looking at this, what I actually saw of this to me looked like, oh my God, I'm so bad at this. Looked like a shark. So here's the fin right here. And it's in kind of like facing forward with like the mouth here open wide, and the teeth would be showing, a whole bunch of other things. So I don't know if that's a very good visual of what I'm planning on doing, but hopefully it provides some basic context. One thing I am noticing about this program that I'm using, though, is that it definitely makes my drawing look like less smooth than it actually is. So, like, it's showing, at least for me, like, there's a lot of, like, lines and stuff like that. Is really weird. On my screen, it's smooth. So I think there's some sort of a translation issue between the app that I'm using and whatnot, but it gives you the generalized gist of what I'm working on. So really, right now, what I gotta do is just spend some time cleaning up some of these the lines that I have in here, just really cleaning up the details so that when I actually do take this over to retrace it in the vector program, it'll actually come out in a much more smooth capacity than it currently is. So I don't necessarily need to go too crazy with it, but I just don't want it to be looking like really, really bad, because I have a tendency to follow things as I drew them, if I'm retracing. So actually, you know what, it's like this. It's hard to do this when you're trying to erase something. Just trying to make a smoother circle. Fix this. That's not really important. What's really important is just working on these smaller details that I'm trying to get in play here, so that I can translate this over. Actually, what I was in the process of working on is trying to get the these little suction cups drawn. It's hard to know exactly where I want to work on this drawing because I've never actually done this live, so I'm not sure what I want to like focus on in terms of drawing. I'm also thinking like what can I do to keep this entertaining and engaging for you guys as well besides just the drawings as well. So I watch a couple of artists and I was like, all right, well, you know what? I'm always drawing now and I kind of just want to draw what I have in my head more frequently and really work on drawings and turn them into like stickers and things for people. So why I'm doing this now on stream is I was gonna game tonight, but I'm in the process of moving from one house to the other, and truly speaking, I'm pretty exhausted tonight, and I don't really have the fortitude to game right now, like at all. I am so exhausted, so I figured I would just do some drawings for you guys, or with you guys, or should say. Just gotta closer to here. So some that, and so there we go. We have that suction in. And so one thing I wanted to fix is I have this idea, and I came up with it earlier today because I wanted to add extra detail to this these suction cups, and I was thinking one interesting idea would be to create like a spiral like effect. I'm kind of curious to see how this one right. Oh, yeah, see that looks cool. I don't know. I don't maybe it's just me. Does that look weird or does that look cool? You guys tell me. I think if we do it like that, then it's like a suction cup in real time. I don't know. What's going on, Drake? What do you think, Drake? What do you think of the new section? The idea? Do you think it looks better blank like these, where I'm just gonna fill it in? I have to decide though. I want this to go so like it's central. This is how far the drawing has come along, Drake, since the last time you've seen it. I'm now working on the minor details and stuff like that. Gave it a nice little scar, and really, I'm just working on small details here and there where I can take this and then revectorize it. I was thinking about gaming tonight, Drake, but I'm not about it right now. Truly, I have had a very long day. This line smooth, so. Now I have to do this spiral in all of mine. Okay. Cool. It's worth it though. I like that swirl. I think it looks good. I think it adds a little bit of character to this. Otherwise, it was looking a little empty. Liking it. Now, this one is weird. This suction cup, I think it was rushed when I was at work. So this looks, maybe it's supposed to be honest. Stick. Should I put on YouTube videos while I'm doing this, Drake? What do you think? Think it would be a little strange to have multiple things going at once. I think that would add something to the stream. I actually was just off the phone with my mom, like just before I got on stream. Should just size cancel that. And she told me she found today some of my. All right, Queen. It was good seeing you. My mom told me she found some of my old art from when I was in high school. Apparently, so I might be taking some of my old art and actually converting some of that into modern, like my own modern style, which is interesting for me. Um, 1 pixel. There we go. All right, well that's fixed up there. We're done with that one. This one next. So kind of replicate what I did up there, and then also add detail because it's a very different position. One interesting thing about doing this drawing stream for me is that it gives me an opportunity to really focus on just chatting with you guys while I'm doing this too. Somewhat connected. So we just I'm liking where this is going, personally. What are you up to tonight, Drake? Anything fun? Not much. This needs to be. Yeah. If you get bored with this, Drake, let me know. It can always change up. I figured this would be an entertaining little change of pace from what I normally do. Worst case comes to worst is I can always go back to doing something else for a little bit. I'm kind of curious to see how much growth though we get doing this, just because it's not a widely saturated market. One thing I should do though, so it's not just me talking. I can put something chill on. Or something. I think the rules are still the same on this platform for let me see. Yeah, I can't play that's what I thought. You can't play just whatever you want in terms of music, so we'll play. Copyright free. What's a good type of music genre that I right now? Let's put on some lo-fi. Japanese Loft Radio 24/7. Aesthetic lo-fi hip-hop music. Alright, we'll try it. Let me know if it's too loud or something. Like if it's overpowering. I gotta go pee real fast, so I'll be right back. All right, Drake. I am curious. I need to look. Fuck's sake. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. I'm also extremely hungry. And I started my stream before even thinking about eating, so. Fruit. Yes. Just fixing details as I go along here. I mean, most of this drawing has been done while I was working, so. On lunch. This one. Actually, you know what? What? Ah, okay. Uh, oh, that's dope. You're getting your kid into your private school, man? Hopefully. By the way, this might look like jagged lines to you guys, but on my side, it's smooth. The reason for it is just this app that I'm using to translate over. It's not necessarily the best, but it's the only one that I could find that works. So hopefully it's not abysmal, but from what I can see on my side, it does look questionable. Lines are all off. Don't get me wrong, I have mistakes and stuff, but there's also a jaggedness that exists on the app that is not on my phone, and I don't know why it shows up like that. Fixes that. What do you think of this like the drawing stream? Is it too boring to watch? Hopefully it's not. I'm looking for kind of like a chill vibe. I'm thinking that I'm gonna do like split streams where I do like a little bit longer stream, but I do like 50% gaming, 50% like. Okay, so you're leaving this in whether or not your kid actually likes the school and his overall meeting with the other kids. So we have to fix this tentacle at the bottom here. It is. I need to do a lot with this area. This area is. You know what? Let's finish the details on this. It's the way done. This just needs. Oh shit! It's an actual live on site kind of deal. Would he be home on the weekends? And even more importantly, whose idea was it to do this? Is it yours or? Well, and also, are you gonna get funding for it? Me and my details. Oh shit. Well, that would be a really great way for you to get your kid ahead. You know, that would be a great way for him to get really far ahead. Private schools are great for that kind of stuff. What's his overall vibe with it? Is he interested in it, or is he like not feeling it because he has friends already? Like, what's his overall thoughts on going to that? Need to make this outside one much thicker. I mean, I can understand him being iffy about leaving. You know, that's a tough thing for a kid to adapt to, for sure. You know, that's a big change for sure. You know, you not having your parents around. On the flip side, though, that could give him a really large step foot forward, especially in the US where private schools, like when you're talking about moving up in the world, private schools are definitely looked at in like really high regard for college education. I don't know. That's a tough one. Like me personally, I don't know. I know my wife, she would, I don't know if she would go for that so much. That's a tough one. Is he bored because he's like so much smarter than the rest of the kids in his class? Consistency with the lines. That's tough because a lot of teachers end up being boring. That's a hard one to say if it's really. The one thing I will say about going to a private school like that, um, there's going to be a lot of extra rules and restrictions for sure. I mean, that he would have to get used to. I'm kind of hungry too, so I'm just doing this eating as well while I do some drawing. You also have therapy too. That's pretty dope. I mean, it sounds like a great foundation. Definitely sounds like a great foundation to, you know, get yourself ahead as a kid for sure. I think if I was young and my parents gave me a second choice, you know, I was homeschooled. I was actually homeschooled around his age. I was homeschooled till I was in freshman year of high school, actually. I kind of wish I wasn't, truly speaking. I felt quite a bit behind in homeschooling in the later years. Like in the early years, I was actually way ahead of my peers, but towards high school, where it became harder and harder for my mom to do things herself, that's when things started to fall off. One sec. I gotta wash my hands. Fruit went everywhere. Are you more hyped, or are you like actually hyped or interested in it yourself? Like, what is your feelings on having him gone for such a long period of time? I mean, because considering he won't be there on the weekends and whatnot. I know you and your kid play games and stuff together, so. You need the break? Yeah. How many years would he have the... Well, how many years would he have the education paid for? And how long does the private school stuff last for him? And I really can't wait till I vectorize this because it'll look less pixelated. I think for this one we just... Graduation? What do you mean? Like till he's like graduated from high school? Or graduated from middle school? I feel like it needs... I feel like I need to... This. Like this makes... It's a little weird. It's much... Anyway. It's pre-K through 12. Oh, shit. Hey, I mean, that would be dope to get that kind of I'm sure it's better education and stuff like that. Actually, seemingly mostly just correcting this so that when I redraw this in the vector, I don't get confused about like thickness of layers. Like this is just a rough sketch. I know it doesn't look like a rough sketch, but this is, for me, it's just a sketch, and then the actual completion of this sketch will take place in that other app. Would be, yeah. That's right. Porn, because I also think here and like display. I do it like this. Still. And then like that. It's not. This is awesome. I think what's throwing me off is that the ape needs. Maybe it's just like a half circle. Probably closer to. I think that's probably. Ah, that was right. No, it's gone. That's what we're looking for. Maybe I want to do another one. Side. Octopuses, they always have to. It look like this one. She looks not so bad. Stun clench. This is actually the trickiest part of the drawing for me, is like figuring art. Oh, you know what? That actually works. That actually does. It's this, and we do it from that. So. Yeah, that's better. You bored watching this yet, Drake? You're bouncing between there and the school sites. All right. I'm probably gonna do this like, I don't know, a couple times a week. Really, I have this idea. I don't know. Did I tell you what my idea for art is yet? Did I tell you what I'm gonna be pursuing? Oh yeah, that looks so much better with having those two like coming out like that. So much better. And like all we have to do for this one is just spiral effect. You didn't hear it? Okay, so I'm gonna show you then. Take a break from this detail. I'm actually really happy where that look is going. I wasn't sure what I was gonna do with that, but I'm glad I played with it a little bit. So this is gonna take a second. I'm gonna have to open my screen. So after I'm done with this drawing, obviously I'm focusing on this, and I'm gonna be doing a lot of vectorizing this. So this is probably still gonna take another 20 hours or so to complete from where it is right now. Roughly speaking, about 20 hours. Because this process right now is just getting the sketch going, and then I'm going to vectorize it. But after that, I'm going to take pictures of clouds, and I'm going to have people take pictures of clouds that they think they see characters in. Stuff like this. So I don't know if you can see, but at least from what I can see on that, to me, when I was looking at, oh shit. When I was looking at this one, so I'm gonna use the pencil here. So for me, what I can see here is like this area right here is the upper dorsal fin. Like this is the lower body, and then it's like an open mouth shark attacking from like a side angle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take pictures of clouds, and I'm gonna convert them into cartoons, like different cartoon characters and stuff like that. And so, and they're not gonna be, yeah, exactly, kind of like it's turning away. So I'm gonna turn these into cartoon versions of what I see. So like another good example, at least in my mind, what I saw when I looked at this was like a duck, actually. Like you're on the underside of a duck that's like walking on water or something. And so like these were the flippers, and then like these are the body, upper body, and then like this is the head and the beak and stuff like that. So actually, oh, wow, I'm actually surprised. It actually responded to the pencil there for a second. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take these pictures. I'm going to take a whole bunch of pictures of clouds, and I'm going to turn them into cartoonized characters based on what I see in the clouds. There's actually a really good example of one that I saw. Let me see if I can find the picture. Yeah, okay, this is a great example for me. So I don't know if you can see. In this picture for me, this to me looked like a dog face. So like I see here like a cartoonized dog face that's in this picture right here. So you see the nose, the mouth, and then two sides of the cheeks, and just like the upper form of the face. So I'm gonna turn all of these things into like cartoonized characters and stuff like that, and I'm gonna do that in real time so you guys can watch the start process, not just like have this finalized step. But hey, you know what? Maybe I will get a picture of UFO. Funny you say that. I'm actually gonna be drawing. So I'm torn, and I'm gonna leave this to you. If you want to watch it, depends on whichever one you guys want to watch first. You see it, Rebecca? How's it going tonight? So yeah, I'm gonna be doing a lot more A lot more drawing. I don't know if you saw this, Rebecca, but this is what I'm working on drawing-wise. This is my current drawing, and I'm actually currently working on this section right here, trying to finalize the octopus. The octopus limb on this tentacle, whatever you would call it, arm. I guess they don't have tentacles. Technically speaking, they have arms. Well, that sucks that the internet or your electricity was off for 2 days. That's a bummer. So I'm gonna leave you guys with a vote, honestly. After I'm done with this, though, I have to decide. You guys are gonna help me decide on what I'm gonna do next. So it's gonna be a choice between watching me do the Cloud cartoons, which is gonna be probably the vast majority of my drawing content. And like I explained to Drake before you arrived, my streams are gonna be 50-50 now. I'm gonna spend about 50% of the time drawing, I think, and 50% of the time gaming. I just want to spend a lot more time drawing these days, and if I'm gaming, I don't really have the time to do that. And truly speaking, I'm not as entertained by just gaming to game. If that makes any sense. Like, I like actually having my own creative spark on things. And so I'm really, really looking to explore and dive into my artistry. So, oh, you're more than welcome for the crate. So the tie for the vote for you guys will be either drawing the cartoonized clouds, or they're not gonna actually be clouds when I'm done. Let me be clear. I'm not gonna like make them all fluffy and like cloud-like, although maybe a few of them I might do that just because it'll be entertaining to see. The vast majority of them are just gonna be what I think the characters are in the clouds. And so I'm actually gonna like bring them to life in full form. But it's always either gonna be that, or for my next drawing, either one of those, or I have this idea in my head of a UFO or an alien that has landed on Earth, and is hanging off the side of his ship, out the bay door of his ship, completely stoned and blitzed out of his mind with a bong and a whole bunch of other ridiculous, like, hippy-dippy stuff laying all over the ground next to him after he's completely passed out from being stoned. So I'm gonna leave that in your guys' ballpark. Whichever one you guys want to watch next is probably gonna be the one that I do next. No matter what, the UFO one is gonna happen, but whatever one I do next on stream, that's gonna be probably the one I leave in your ballpark on what you guys want to watch. I have these ideas in my head that I've just been like sitting on. I really wanted to do something with them, so. And by the way, Rebecca, you can draw. Anyone can really draw. Truly speaking, I actually almost labeled this stream, just so you know. I almost labeled this stream, even though I started art technically in high school. I stopped drawing up until about maybe a half a year ago. Maybe about a year ago, I started drawing again. I convinced my wife to let me take her old iPad that she was no longer using drawing anyway on. And I was like, I want to get into drawing again. I miss drawing. I miss my creative spark. I miss doing things and bringing these ideas and these things that I have in my head to life. And I kept telling her, like, to draw all of these ideas that I had, and like, she wasn't ever able to execute them quite the way that I had them visualized in my head. And so I was always thinking, like, I really just want to get back into drawing again because I miss doing it. And I miss doing art in general. Like, I used to play guitar. I used to sing, which I suck at singing now, so. But I used to sing all the time. And I used to play drums. guitar. You know what, Drake? Up until recently, I was the same way as you. Like, I couldn't get what was in my head out to my hands, truly speaking. Even in high school, I struggled with it. I could see and visualize, and I took art classes. I took 2 or 3 years of art classes, and I could never, ever translate what was in my head to my hand. But I will say, two things have changed that for me. The first was, a really good mushroom trip. No, I joke. The first one was just I watched a couple of artists regularly drawing, and watching them draw regularly changed the way I look at the world, and from taking it from like a 3D dimensional perspective and changing it into a two-dimensional perspective, so that I could actually take what I was looking at and like put it in real time. So like I'm drawing all of this technically from memory. So just so you guys can see where I started, I took this image right here. This was the initial idea. I haven't used anything from this. As you can see, like mine is very different with the exception of this tentacle right here. But everything else, like this tentacle, I did my own thing with. This tentacle, I did my own thing with. I even described all of this differently. I created an eyes and all this other stuff in its own light. I basically am looking at like references of different things. Like you have this gun here, and you have that gun there, and basically I'm looking at references for sure. Like it would be hard to do this strictly for my, like don't get me wrong, this would be for me really really hard to do strictly for my. Okay, Rebecca, and have fun with that. Um Honestly, Drake, if you really wanted to get into drawing, well, first and foremost, I will say having an iPad makes it a hell of a lot easier to do, truly. It really does, because you're able to use references for various aspects of like research and stuff. We want this to probably be like that, right? And this one will probably be that. It's like something off. It's like maybe it's like this. Maybe that's what I'm. That's more like that. This one would be like just like, you know. I've gotten much better at Pictionary. I will say I had definitely gotten much better at Pictionary. Again, like honestly, this is all changed for me. Like I was okay as an artist in high school, but I was never anything stellar. Like some of my friends would always obsess with some of my drawings. Like I was always really good at drawing dragons. Um, so oh, that looks so good. That looks so good like that. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. This just needs like a little defining like lip or something like that, just so it can tell that it's like its own. Ooh, ooh, that's fire. A tentacle there is looking fire. So sick. Stoked about that. This needs to good. Better. I want to work on this gun later. I want to fix the details on that quite a bit. I have to decide what color I want to make it. I don't even know what color yet. Like I'm torn. Like I thought about doing it as like, let's see if I make this a reference and I add a layer and think it's below. I haven't done reference layers in this for so long, so try to do this. I thought about doing it like orange. Bright. That's too. Thought about doing it as an orange, but I'm not convinced that I want to do it as an orange. I'm not convinced that that's the right color for it. Or like that. I haven't decided if that's what I want or if I want to do like more of an exotic looking one where it's like the blue ring octopus where it's like, well, it would be more like a dark purplish. Oh, that's too dark. Dark. Around there. With like blue rings in it. I haven't decided. I don't know. Maybe even a lighter purple. Yeah, I mean, purple is not a bad color choice. Purple's definitely not a bad color choice. For sure. Obviously, I have to shade it and stuff, but I could see purple being an alright color for this. Oh, don't want to do that. What's the lime green? Lime green is pretty dope. Could also do like a teal-ish color. I mean, I'm not sold on the teal. Maybe like that. Off tealish green kind of color too. That's another possibility. Or blue. I don't know. I haven't decided. I know that this one is like an orangish red, which is another possibility. I could always just do that, like a dark, be like that. I'm not sure. I have to decide. I have to figure this out. Multiple colors. Yeah, it could also be multiple color. I mean, it is going to be multiple colors. So like obviously, you know, I'm just looking for the primary tone and then like there'll be like the underbody as well. So you're going to have the underbody and then the primary color and then I'm also going to add like so I have like all these like textures and stuff in here as well. I have to decide. This could be an interesting thing to do, which would be just adding like a spray texture over everything. Over certain areas on his body. So it's like multicolored coming through. You know? So you do that and then the rest of the textures or I have just so many textures I can play with. I can even add like a Rosetta type thing where it's kind of like this, where you're just adding like kind of like a, I don't know, an interesting like tone. So obviously you can see here they have a lot of veins and stuff, so I'm leaning more towards the spotty look versus anything. Like not this one, but the other one. You also have like decimals. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out when we get to there. I'm not there yet. Because I'm not even gonna be coloring it in this app, really. I'm just looking at it like towards what I'm gonna do in the future after I'm done with this and I vectorize it, because that's really the next stage is vectorization of it. So that I can take it and print it, because I'm turning it into a sticker. This will be something that people who want can own a sticker of it. Yeah, I have to decide if... Oh. back to my... Let's go back. I think like what's missing here, thought about this for a while, is it's just missing like the second set maybe. Needed. I'm not convinced it's needed for that one. I don't know. We'll figure that out later, I guess. I wanted to do it here for sure because it's such a focused on area, but like on this area and on the other, like this one, maybe just because it's got like this opening. I haven't decided. You'll totally take one? That's cool. I'll send you one when I get it done. This is like a scar he's gonna have. Will be probably this color. Obviously the stitches that are along there won't be that color. Alright. I gotta this is what I always do. I gotta focus on the area that I need to figure out, honestly. The way I'm gonna do that is create a new layer. And we are gonna just redraw on the top of this. I want it to come a little bit wider out. Currently is. So he's gonna hold something. So just thinking like in this, like I have this spiral here, but I think the spiral is not conducive to what it will be holding, which is a deck of cards. So like I can imagine right here that the cards would be held something like this. You know? So that means that this spiral becomes practically useless. The underbody altogether. So what I'm gonna do, because I don't wanna destroy what I got here, because in case I need to go back, I'm just gonna this tool. This is slightly the tricky part right here. How far I take off. And paste that. What we do, back to this one, and it's off.
So what you'll see after I'm done with this see from there is that if I were to turn this back on, it's basically there, minus like the area that I forgot to like grab over on the left closest to the handle, which is whatever, I can draw that. I'm not concerned. This gives me the ability to work from scratch on what it will be holding, which is going to be 2 cards. Or a few cards. Let me see. When you're doing, yeah, it's always 2. It's 2 card. We're gonna do Texas Hold'em, so would be if he's looking at this angle. I'm gonna show you how I'm imagining this. Maybe this will help you figure stuff out, Drake. So the way that I'm thinking about this is that his eyes right here, looking that way. So he would probably be holding the cards something like this. That one would be like this. Please don't tell me I drew the arrow on. Okay. I created a new layer so that I wouldn't be drawing on the octopus, and I still managed to do it anyway. It's okay. Fixed it. Good thing I noticed that before. I've actually done that before, where I've drawn on things and then I look back at it and I'm like, oh my god, I have to go back and redraw everything because I just drew over all of my work. I don't really think this one out. I need to figure out exactly where I want to place these. This is the outermost line, so anything I want to do would be in. On the inner side, it would be yes. Just gotta make sure I'm connecting this in a way that makes sense. So that. Got too quick. It's in the right. So the idea is that I'll just draw another thing. So the way that I'm thinking about this right now is that it's coming from underneath the body, spiraling out here, spiral. I guess, yeah, it would be coming from right here. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Good thing you said something. It won't obviously be this thick here, so hard turns. That's for now. It's this, because it's two. Thing is, I was trying, I think I did, is I need to erase this line entirely because it's coming up too high from where I needed to in order for this to actually make sense. I think I needed to have it like hard turn like right close to the cards so that way I can actually have it wrapping around properly. Right now I'm just in the sketch stage, so it's not perfect. As long as I can get the initial this, I actually kind of want to do something trickier where it's like wrapping this maybe. That's what I want. That. You think it's good? That's nice. I hope you're liking where this is going. I hope you guys are liking where this is going. I wonder if I should just do this a little bit higher. That's way better having it. And even then, you could even have it like, because they're just so flexible. You could have it like, it's even. Oh, we're not even close to being done to it, but yeah, the arm is definitely not exactly right, because obviously there's gonna need to be way more details to make it actually make some sense. So it's gonna take a little bit. This is usually a process that can take me a couple hours to figure out exactly how. I mean, I'm still I'm still getting back into drawing, so I'm not by any means a freaking expert. I am just really getting back into things, so this one coming over that and be wrapping around the backside. To be honest with you though, I think the way that I'd want to do this so that it actually makes some sense, so that you can actually see that it's not to like do this maybe. Yeah, because then you're able to see that it's like going behind and underneath. It wouldn't end there. It would end. You're just like. Because it's such a hard turn. I have to keep track of the times here tonight, guys, so we'll probably have to come back to this arm. Unfortunately, I'm in the process of moving stuff, so... I'm not going to be on too much longer. I just looked at the time. Yeah, I'm going to add some suckers next to the card, so it actually registers. I think, also... maybe like around here, something like this. I'll have a part of the underbody showing up for sure. I think this is getting closer. It's for sure getting a hell of a lot better than where it was, so think the part that I need to figure out is just exactly where this part starts over. I think you want it to kind of overlap like here. Yeah, I think I think this is what's throwing me off, is that this is like, come on, turn to the eraser. This layer. What's this? I'll fix the gun after. I want to fix the arm right now. What the hell is that line? Oh. Get rid of this, because honestly it's not really not needed at all, because this one actually kind of is, isn't it? I guess you could split it like no, it's like that would be how it is. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So with that arm is thicker to thinner, wrapping around. Yeah, actually it's looking much better, actually. I just gotta figure out to add some suckers to it. I just gotta figure out how I'm gonna add, like, I think it'll just be simple like this, you know, like little round little loop things along this. Yeah, that's probably how I'm gonna do it. It's just some little round things that make it look like suckers on there. Actually, that's coming along pretty well. So this one is it layer? Yeah. That. And because octopuses tend to like twist themselves around, I think what we'll do is this side right here. That. The. Oof, this is gonna be trickier. Figure out how I'm gonna do this. Rotating. We want the underside. We want to show some suckers on this side. You know, I think we just draw. You know what I think it is? We just draw some outlines of the suckers, like around here. You know, and then there'll be a different color anyway, and then like here, there should be a sucker for sure. Yeah, that's what it is. It's this right here. This will need a sucker. Right here. Not quite like that, obviously. And they'll be along the lines in here. They'll be like in here. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's gonna be bullets, don't worry. And actually, some other things that I'm adding detail-wise. I haven't figured out how I'm gonna fit all of this into this one drawing yet, but I was thinking about doing like one of those, you know, those old like Western. Can you guys hear me on repeat? I hope you guys can't. I hope it's not like where you guys have been hearing me repeating myself or weird crap like that. All right. Anyway. What I was thinking to do is, I don't know if you've seen in like the old westerns where they had like the guys that had like the bullets that ran along the sash that they had running around their like waist. Like, so you had some that had like the holsters, and the bullets would run along the belt holster, and that was an idea as well, was like to have him wearing like a belt like around his like head, like up here, and then like put bullets running along the line of it with like a holster facing, you know, a holster facing this way so that, you know, the guns can go back in the holster. But the other, I wasn't sure if that would really look as good as just doing like a satchel of sorts, or like a bullet belt or something, yeah. And like having that run along, maybe even having it run along like one of his legs or something. One thing to note about this one right here, like this right here, these are all, I haven't even put the detail in yet, but these are obviously all gonna be suckers here on this, so this will be highly focused on that as well, because it basically, the way it works is, it, you know, this is the suckers start here, they line along this, and then they keep going in here, and they're holding and maintaining their feels on the guns. So there's a lot more details coming still, guys, don't worry. I'm not gonna skimp on any of the details. I think I'm liking where this is going. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I need to get one of those, like, between the Scar, gun, and valve. So you mean like in here? You mean like the bullet thing running along, maybe like around here, maybe? Obviously, it's not going to be shaped like that. Shaped. Along that. And with a bullet. So the way you would do the bullets, I guess, would be line. Let me think. It would be like line, line. Because that's the loop, right? And then you would have the loop. You'd have the loop going. It's changing thickness on me. I don't like that. Okay. This. That. And like the bullet would like be like this. The underside. Be again looped like that, but looped like this as well. I would have the potential striker right here. And then that would run along. That would basically just run along. Yeah, that's a possibility. Obviously, I'm gonna have to work on it. But I think that's a good detail to have. Probably should do it. And then technically speaking, if I do it like this with the bullet belt, technically speaking, the holster could be, you know, hidden behind this arm or something like that. No one would ever know, but at least it gives some context for where the octopus is holding the guns. And there's actually, I'm not done with the arms, by the way. So octopuses have 8 arms, right? So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 arms going on right now. So, obviously I'm going to try to sneak a couple, 1 or 2 more in. So there's probably going to be another one that's going to come in like somewhere over here a little bit. You know, something going on over here. Just something small so that you can see like the outer leg like finishing out over there probably. And then probably something I don't know. Something back here maybe, like another leg back here. I don't know. Got to figure that out. To be honest with you guys, I wasn't too sure about doing this. I wasn't too sure about doing a drawing stream. I wasn't sure if you guys would actually like the drawings and anything like that. I'm pretty... So when it comes to my drawings, I'm actually more self-conscious about my drawings than I actually thought I would be. Truly speaking. I'm a bit more... I'm a bit more reserved about it than I thought I would be. Like, for most of the stuff that I do, I don't really care too much, but for whatever reason with the art, I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I could really do the stream with my art, but I don't know. It's not so bad, honestly. Easing into this, it gives you guys some real-time insight into oh Jesus, no, not the eraser. The thing is if I do these art streams, at least I can hang out with you guys while I do this, because I actually really want to get something going art-wise for myself. And I don't want to miss out on the opportunity to stream for you guys as well, so this just gives me the opportunity to kind of like do both at once. Under normal circumstances, I think I would probably start the stream a little bit earlier and then just draw. Interestingly enough, it's probably not just going to be me doing stuff, drawing on the stream for you guys, by the way. So I think my wife is definitely a much better practiced artist than I am. So like, I feel like you guys would have quite the interesting... she doesn't do like I'm doing cartooning, but she does like digital painting as an illustration form. And I'm sure she's the one who drew like the mushroom designs and all that other stuff, and that would be, I'm sure, quite interesting for you guys to witness and watch firsthand. Oh, we're not trying to erase that. But we're just trying. As I play with this, I'm actually looking at like lines that I want to fix along the way too, that I just irk me a little bit. I'm not going for too much longer here, guys. You know, it's 10 or 15 minutes or so worth of whatever. Probably the next stream won't be a drawing stream. Probably the next stream will be gaming. Probably gonna go back to Zelda. This is why layers are so cool, because you can frickin' work on layers, fix the way something looks, keep the other thing still in existence, so you can find the perfect lines and stuff. So this was better. I would go a little bit longer tonight because I'm actually kind of enjoying doing this. But yeah, we move early Monday. We start the actual moving process, and I'll be in the new house that we're staying in for the next 30 days. Literally Monday. I'm hoping that the new place is better than where we're at right now. Makes our lives a little bit easier. Having to carry our dogs and stuff up and down the stairs has not been easy for us. Especially considering, like, they have to rush to the bathroom. Fairy tips don't typically have anything. At some point I have to have these kind of like fade away so that they're not like relevant, because once you start turning the arm, it's not going to be there anymore. And I know right now that it looks looped on itself and it's really hard to see the details, but one thing you have to realize is that when I'm done with this, what's going to end up happening, show you what it'll be so it makes it more sense for you guys, is let's say on this layer, I'm just going to take a opacity of this thing down. And what's going to end up happening is like here, for example, there's going to be like a shadow that follows along. So it becomes really clear that like one leg is overlapping the other in a color. So you'll be able to see like there'll be shadow here, shadow around here, here, here that's gonna run along the card, so you guys will be able to tell. But again, I'm not coloring it in this program. You do want this card to suction up. I have to decide what kind of, like, I was thinking of just doing like a simple like octopus here or something on the back is like a playing card symbol with like maybe like a jester hat or something, like kings. We'll figure it out when I get to that. Actually, really, I did that. I should have actually. Slightly, because Back. So subtle. That's in there, so that way people can know that there's like another. It would be funny to have him hiding another card in another arm. You know what? That's actually not a bad idea. That is actually not a bad idea. Maybe like because I have this other arm that I have to do back here, Drake. So like somewhere over here, I can like have like another card like hidden, like maybe just like somewhere back here, something like that. That's not a bad idea. I like it. He's a cheater. I like it. I like that. Yeah, I like that, Drake. That's a good idea. That's a solid idea. That's so cool. All right, yeah, I like that. I have to figure out though. One thing I haven't figured out whether I want to do it or not because I just feel like I have so many details in here already. Is whether or not I want him wearing a hat, like a Western style hat. I feel like it would take away a lot of focus away from the character, so I'm not convinced that I want to have him wearing the hat. The other idea that I had was to have like a hat like fallen over to the side, like over here or something like that, like it just got thrown to the ground or something. Not sure on that one. I haven't decided. I want to make it really freaking obvious that this is like a Western style. Yeah, like a bowler cap or something. I'm thinking if he's not wearing it, maybe if he's got it in like an arm or something, you know? Maybe if he's like... So I got I got this arm over here in the back. Like maybe if I have like the bowler cap, like being held like over here or something, you know? Like something like that where it's like really far out or falling off. Yeah, or falling off of the back. So one cool thing about this application is that I'll just duplicate the layer so I can show you. I can duplicate the layer that I'm on, and then I can actually shrink it so that I can actually add more context in this app. Now here's the thing is when I go to vector, it's not gonna matter because it all scales infinitely. In this application it matters, but in the vector application it doesn't. So dude, I actually like this card idea. I really like this, having him holding the card. I actually think exactly where it is exactly where I want it to provide some context. So this one will be like, I don't know, make this like an ace or something. So it's like blatantly obvious that he's fucking cheating. Where is that on? This one. Yeah, I would never have thought of that, Drake, without you actually being here watching me do a drawing in real time. To be honest. I'm just doing the spade from the top of my head. I actually don't know what they're shaped like, so I'm just trying to remember. It's like this. I like that. I actually really like that detail. It's awesome. All right. Well, I want to continue, and I will continue, and we'll probably come back and do more. It depends on what you guys want to watch. If you guys want to watch me continue doing the drawing on the next stream, we'll go back to doing the drawing. If you guys want to watch games, we can do that. It's really in your ballpark. This was my first drawing stream, so hopefully you guys had some fun with that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it and got to see real-time creation happening. I'm gonna continue doing this. I actually enjoyed this more than I thought I was gonna, so I was really loathing the idea of doing this initially, just because I was like, I don't know, I was just terrified. Sharing your art while you're drawing in real time is a is a terrifying freaking prospect, man. It's really terrifying. Yeah, I mean, next time if you guys want, we can also watch some YouTube videos while I'm drawing as well. I thought about doing that, but I wasn't 100% sure if it would be too much. I just wanted to, because I'm not going to be spending too much time. Obviously, I'll be drawing, but if you want to watch something together and go through that, it's also a possibility as well while I'm drawing. We can just watch stuff and then draw. A possibility. I'll leave it in your ballpark what you guys want to watch next. I will be probably, I thought I was gonna stream for you guys tomorrow, but it's gonna be tricky because I'm gonna have to pack up my computer, and even though I can technically stream from my Mac, doing so is not necessarily the best overall experience for me, because I'm not gonna have my dual monitors set up. I'm not gonna easily be able to watch chat. So I can't say that I thought I was gonna do a Sunday night stream, but I don't think I'm gonna do a Sunday night stream just because of that. Said, I'm off literally all next week. What do you mean you say take the time to move? Oh, stream when I get set up. Yeah, yeah. I was like, take the time to stream, take the time to move stream. I was like, am I gonna do a moving stream? I wish I could, but I don't have the phone to that. That would be an entertaining thing though. I've thought about doing live streaming while moving. Yeah, alright, well, probably Monday will be a stream. Probably Monday evening after I've gotten everything set up to do a test run to make sure the internet's running. And we'll decide there. If you guys want to watch more drawing, we'll do more drawing. If you guys want to watch Zelda's probably the most likely next thing we'll go to. Zelda's probably the game that we're going to be playing next. I Diablo for me is, again, like I mentioned last night, for me when I'm playing by myself, it's just soul crushing to play it solo. I much prefer playing that game when I'm playing with friends, so if I'm going to be playing games solo, I think I'm just going to be playing games that I actually genuinely find either beautiful or have a great backing or a great story, so that's probably going to be my focus. The Steam Summer Sale starts, I think, next week. It's either next week or the week after. And when that happens, there's gonna be games that I actually have had interest in playing for you guys that will probably be on sale. And I have a whole bunch on the Xbox Live that I also want to play too. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff and a lot of focus on. A lot of focus on that. So anyway, thanks Drake. I will hopefully catch you guys for the next stream. Hopefully it'll be on Monday. Till then, good luck with whatever games you guys are playing. I hope you guys have some epic time, epic fun, epic adventures, even if it's in your dreams. And hopefully I will catch you guys for next stream. Till then, this is CVTV, temporarily signing off. Peace and good night, everybody.
Got me good that time. You got me good that time.